Guys, we're here at Kaplan Cycles. It's Sunday, day after the Vet Regional Championship, kind of an MX Des if you will, because we had riders from all over the world. Team UK is here with us today. So these guys came all the way over from the other side of the pond from the UK to do some racing. How'd it go yesterday at the Wick, Neville?
Yeah, it was good. Good times. Nice to come and race a different track and a different environment, and it was good times. Everyone's welcomed us pretty awesome over here. We thought it a good time. We ended up second in the team race. Team Southwick was just too good. You know, the guys on the gas. We all did our best and we ended up second. So next year we'll do our homework and we'll come back and hopefully go for the win next time.
Yeah, the first time at the Wick's always an eye-opener. The track changes so much, big giant whoops. So hopefully next year you guys will be on the top step of the podium.
Well, Brad went 3-2-1, so he obviously learned the track going on. Yeah, good times. You know, we all put a solid shift in, and it wasn't too far away from where the other guys were. So now we've got a year under our belt. We know what we're coming to next year, and but mainly we came for good times, and that's what we got. You know, like the people are awesome. We've had a great time out here. Everyone was so welcoming, and you know, even just driving around the countryside and seeing a different country is awesome. You know, it's so different to what we see every day. So to see that and combine a bit of racing with that as well, and obviously to come here, see all these old bikes, all the famous videos and stuff that you've done out the front here, it's awesome.
We'll take a walk through, and hopefully the guys watching us will enjoy this half as much as we are.
Nice.
So yeah, he went 3-2-1. So I guess the rougher it got, the faster he went, right? Because it was gnarly, man. There were knee-deep whoops.
He's a bit of a dog, Orlando. So when it gets rough, he steps up.
Go across a bridge here and into the third floor of the museum.
What's going on inside that?
This one has Bradshaw on it, but it's the other Bradshaw, Damon Bradshaw. Are you guys related at all?
No, nothing. My dad used to tell me he was my uncle, but he wasn't.
No? We got the Robbie Knievel bike over here too, exactly the way it came off of his last jump. Rest in peace. So this bridge here was added in 1931, and the building we're going into was built in 1814. So the mill was originally powered by water, and if you see down there those stones down there, the place was built 100 years before electricity existed, right? And there was no chainsaws or gasoline powered. It was all built by hand, you know. So, and it was powered by water. So this is the 1814 side of the factory, and we got the New England Motorcycle Museum Hall of Fame champions. So I'm pretty sure if Neville listed off it'd be a 5-minute video just listing off all the championships that he's won. So we definitely got to get your signature on there.
Hey, so I'm Neville Bradshaw. I'm originally from South Africa, and I moved to England in 2004 to race professionally out there. I've won 3 Red Bull Pro Nationals championships, 3 British Masters championships, a British Supercross championship. I've ridden for South Africa at the Des Nations 6 times. Now we just ride dirt bikes for fun. So we've had our time racing professionally, and now we just like riding the old bikes and 2-strokes and 125s and stuff like that, coming over to places like this and just doing some vets races. This is my buddy Ando. This is Brad. I'm just giving him a mark.
So you had a really great day at the Wick yesterday, didn't you, Brad?
Yeah, we had a real good day. Obviously, Nev backed us up and Ryan. We ended up coming second overall, which we were pumped with. But as I say, we need to do our homework and come back next year and try and fight for the win. So
tell the viewers who you are, because you've got quite a resume also.
I'm Brad Anderson. My nickname's Ando. 2-time British champion. Rode for Team Great Britain twice. I'm EMX champion 3 times, which runs along GPs. So I've done a lot of championships in my time, and I'm just here for a bit of fun now.
Excellent. So we need your signature on the wall too. How did your results turn out yesterday? What were your moto finishes?
I got 3-2-1.
So as it got rougher, you were absolutely flying in that last moto. And I got it on video. And the guy you were battling with, you beat Jimmy Dakotas straight up, who actually set the fast lap time for the AMA 250 qualifier this year.
Did he?
Yes, he did. Yeah, at the AMA National. And Jimmy's a sand specialist, and you beat him. Yeah, you were absolutely. Do you have a lot of rough tracks over there? Because most people struggle when it gets rough.
We have 1 or 2, but this place is just special. It's different than what we have at home. But as I say, it was good to ride with Harrison and Dakota. As I say, to win that last race was awesome.
Harrison was on the gas too, and he's a former AMA, top 10 rider also. So for you to come over the Wick, first time on the track and put in that performance was very impressive, man. So good job. I won't be surprised if you guys win the whole thing next year.
Oh, we will, dude. More colors, we'll be back for it.
We'll have to get you on a 300cc two-stroke next
yeah.
year, or maybe a 500.
500, dude. 500.
We'll build you a badass 500. So if you're a champion and you come visit the museum, we request that you sign the wall here. So it's going to be forever on the wall here at the New England Motorcycle Museum. Oh, Neville, we got to have you sign the front number plate on the gas today. We're going to hang that right up here, right on the wall. Do you guys ride electric bikes over there? These electric mountain bikes?
Yeah.
Oh, e-bikes.
Big, yeah.
This has become a big thing in the U.S. here.
Dude, this is really big in England.
If you're looking for a gas, give us a call. We're pretty well stocked up here. So what, Endo, what are you riding for 2024?
24, I've got a Gas factory edition. I just bought it 2 weeks ago and jumped on it, did one race at home, and then, because I knew I was racing the Gas out here.
Did you win?
I won at home in the race, so I was trying to prepare myself a little bit for sand, because obviously I haven't been on a 450 for a while, and to come out here and lend one and jump on it and do well, I was pumped.
Well, I'm glad you're on the gas, and I have to say, I think that factory edition is the most beautiful production motorcycle I've ever seen. It's absolutely stunning.
Probably one of the fastest 450s I've been on.
It's a rocket ship.
The factory one, yeah. It really stands out and all, really nice.
Well, next year when you come over, we'll hook you up with a 450 gas factory edition
That'd
here
be
for the
great.
race, so you'll be, well, like, you went out and won on a bike you weren't familiar with. You're riding a Honda, right?
Yeah, well,
You'd never ridden that bike
No,
before.
I went out in the gas, but it was
Gas?
it was a 23 one.
Yeah.
Where my factory edition's the 23.5, so it's a newer one. But,
Different frame and everything.
Yeah, but no, it was great to obviously nice to lend, and it was my first time on gas.
Yep.
So it was a bit of difference, but I enjoyed it.
Very cool.
He says bigger than Gav's.
A bit like
Jeff Emig.
Oh, yeah.
Shuey. I had one of them back in the day.
Yeah, we got a lot of really cool old memorabilia in here. Helmets, we got hundreds of helmets. Helmets are everywhere. We've been collecting helmets for years. This is actually my son's first bicycle. Little Harley, Hot Wheel. I'll give you a Wizard, since you won the two-stroke class on the Wizard Tune shirt, Wizard said you needed a Wizard Tune Strippas, Rippas, and Bias shirt from the Wizard. So, we got a...
Other than that, no, it was a cool bike.
We were just talking about the cost if you built one of these out of a regular production version between, you'd probably spend $1,500 on the wheels. This plastic kit retails for $1,300 from Gas because it's actually impregnated in. It's somehow, I don't know what they call the process, but it's not a sticker. It's actually in the plastic. And then you got the seat cover and the triple clamps and on. The Hinson covers and how do you pronounce that over there? Akrapovic. That exhaust is probably, what, $1,000 exhaust, I bet. So everywhere you look, there's a $100 bill hanging out of this thing. So it's definitely, if you're going to buy one, a new 450, if you get a chance to get one of these. We sold 8 of the factory editions already. They flew out of the door. We have 1 left. So the 250s are all gone. We sold them all. Look at the windowsills here. You'll see that. Here's a perfect example. You see how this windowsill is crooked because the building's 210 years old? Yeah. Well, we bought 287 brand new wood windows at an average price of about $1,200 each. They're super expensive because they're wood on the inside and wood on the outside. Nobody makes them like that. And they're also museum quality glass, so there's 100% UV protection. You can put an antique right here. It'll never change in color. We do it with the brass hinges, but the important thing was they dropped these on the loading dock, and we're like, oh shit, they don't fit because every window is crooked and the windows are perfectly square. So we had to take each window and carve them to fit, which was a ridiculously time-consuming process. One of the many reasons there's 100 man-years of labor into this building, 100 man-years of labor. It's insane. And it's like it's never done. We're always working on it, Struggled with the State Historic Parks Office and the Federal Parks Office because they have jurisdiction because it's on the National Registry of Historic Places. So they mandated that we didn't change the colors. The outside looks exactly like it did in 1814, and the windows had to be wood on the outside and wood on the inside. That's one of the things we argued about. I was like, do you have any idea, these windows only last 20 years now because they're wood windows. I wanted to put modern,
PVC.
yeah, something that'll last. But But it's all exactly the way it was built back then, except for the fire and safety stuff they had us install.
Cement mortar.
We paid special attention to leaving the bricks and everything in their original colors, but we repointed them, repaired the stairs, and put the heaters in here because there is a sprinkler system in here, so we have to heat. We have 16 electric heaters, 4 in each stair tower, so it gets kind of expensive to heat the place, if you can imagine that. But this goes all the way up. Stair tower's been here since the beginning, but they added on this other building in 1904. You can see how it's connected with the stair tower. One of the 16 heaters. We have a lot of room for expansion here because there's over 60,000 square foot of buildings we haven't rebuilt yet. This is the 4th floor of the building next door. We used to ride mini bikes around in here, but this is what eventually we're gonna restore this and expand the museum and the shop into here. So there's 4 10,000 square foot floors in this building, so there's 40,000 square foot that we haven't done anything with yet. This is just, other than power wash it and clean it and throw out the vagrants that were living in here. This is the elevator shaft, and we painted the ceiling gold, restored all the wood, repointed all of the walls in here, replaced the windows, and completely rebuilt. This is the last originally water-powered elevator in Talon County. It was actually installed in the early 1900s and then converted to electricity, I think in 1934, and then we rebuilt it in 2010. But it's the elevator, you can put like 6 motorcycles on there, and it serves 4 floors on that side of the building and then 4 floors in this building. If you look out this window over here, that's the bike shop that we were in earlier, and that's where the first floor, that's where the Wizard, Manic Mechanic, all the ATEX are in the restoration shop down there. And that's a bridge we came across, and then we went on the 3rd floor. The Historic Society mandated that we maintain these original beams up here, so we basically replaced this entire stair tower, 1 2x4, 1 2x6 at a time, and somehow these never moved. These beams never moved. They're right where they were supposed to be. We almost died. This whole stair tower. We're 4 stories up here, right? If you look outside, this whole stair tower shifted like 18 inches, went and almost fell off the building when we were doing this because all the beams were rotted. So we moved all the trucks out of the parking lot. We hooked some chains to it and chained it back to the building and kept working. But it's kind of a miracle no one ever got hurt here, to be honest with you, because this was, working up this high with, rotted beams and stuff. But these are the original beams. This beam right here is actually before the elevator was made. They hoisted everything up, so and they would pulley things up here, and that's how we did it for the first 3 years until we fixed the elevator too, or we used a lull. So this is the 2nd floor over here. Moses. Good morning. Yeah. Moses, how you doing? Good morning. How are you today? I can't hear you.
Every day.
Every day. How you doing, brother?
I can't believe I was watching that now here.
It comes and goes.
I haven't seen my name before. No lady. Jake's 80, aye. It's 1980. 1980? I did CR, yes.
This is your road, Neville. All 2 strokes. I knew you'd like these.
What age will this be?
Neville, tell us about your last race on a vintage 2-stroke. Wasn't it last weekend?
Yes, I did one. Yeah, last weekend I raced the 96 CR125.
Last year, the steel frame, right?
Yeah. So last one of that, it's a sick bike. I raced kind of like open class, so just like a local kind of club race thing, and managed the second and a first against 450. So I was actually racing a guy that got a new KTM 450. Just got it. So just crazy to think, like a bike that's that old, and I 125 still racing the modern bikes. It's what I really enjoy now, is just racing old bikes.
Yeah, so in 1996, CR125 beat the brand new 450s.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like, and even like my CR500, when I had a CR500, I'd go do like good level races.
Yeah.
You know, whole shot.
That's how I found out about you. I'm a CR500 freak. I watched every one of your videos with 999 laser when you won that championship on the, was it a 95 500?
That was a 96.
You were getting a lot of hole shots on that
Yeah,
thing.
I think so. Even because we tested before Fox Hills and I did a race.
Were you starting in second gear or third gear on that?
Second, like I don't, I just trust the second gear more. Third gear is better because obviously you don't have to change to third, but you got to run the clutch a long way out the gate. And
you were leaving those 450s in the dust on that 500.
I put a video on from a race I did at Cullum and I raced the guy.
Well, next year, I got to have a 500 ready for you here. We'll have to prep one. I tell you, the viewers would rather see you win on that than on a new two-stroke.
Even if we do like a video just riding in the sand.
Yeah. Oh, we will. Yeah,
and
Keith.
The track's smooth, you know.
Yeah, Keith will. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll put a GoPro on you, and we'll have a professional videographer there. See you sending it at the wick. When it's smooth on a 500, it's like magic.
I can imagine.
Absolute magic. The sands. This 490 here has never had gas in the tank. It's brand new.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, brand spanking new. This is the fastest production dirt bike ever made to this day. 123.75 miles an hour. Set the land world speed record right here. Can you imagine that? 123.75 miles an hour. The guy was flat out on the seat, like with his legs behind him.
Yeah.
And there's a guy named Mike Weir. They call him the KX Guru. He's probably going to beat that record this year, but he's been trying for 4 years on a KX 500, modding it and getting it ready. He's almost ready. I'm confident he'll beat the record, and I want to go to the sand flats and film him doing it. I'm friends with Mike, but it's pretty amazing. These things are freaking fast, man. Especially on the top end. It's just the way the porting is. It just absolutely screams. That's awfully fast on any dirt bike, you know, let alone a 40-something-year-old air hammer.
I remember those old KTMs.
Ido, you like riding the 500s too?
Yeah, I love 500. Did Farley Castle on the 500, so yeah, 500, yeah.
We're going to have to get a couple 500s for you guys for next year when you come back. We'll have Keith open the track on his...
doesn't like the smoke from the Nest on the 500.
Hey, I don't think it's the smoke, it's the roost, man. You don't want to be behind a 500 on the pipe.
All dashed, but no, 500s are good. Me and Nev and Billy McKenzie had a good race on the 500s. Now, we'd love to come over and have a blast.
Southwick's like the ultimate 500 track when it's smooth, just ripping up them big sand hills. It's awesome.
Good for that.
Yeah, this is actually Doug Henry. He was at the track yesterday. This is Doug Henry, who was the AMA national champion. This was given to him by Honda as part of his retirement gift. And the title, we have the title to it. It actually says Doug Henry on it. It's around here somewhere, but I think it's hanging on the wall. This is an actual Doug Henry bike. It was his practice bike. I'm not sure. I don't think it's a full factory kit suspension and engine, but it was his practice bike. So whatever they did on his practice bike. Doug was an absolute freaking animal. I've seen him at Unadilla literally in one day destroy a steel frame. That's why I always check the frame rails, because if it was someone like Doug Henry that had one, they actually at Unadilla, in between, I think it was after practice, they took his bike completely down in the frame, took a torch, cut the frame in half, and threw it in a garbage can and put a new frame on it, because the frame rails were, when I say flat, I mean he must have cased a couple of big jumps. He pancaked it, you know. But
they used to do that a lot, like with the factory stuff. Just cut it up,
and put it in the skip.
yeah, I was sitting there, can I have the frame? Can I have the frame? And they were like, hell no. They cut it in half and threw it out. So
Carmichael apparently used to do that a lot. Just have like skips full of factory bikes that we just cut up.
those guys would destroy these things in short order. So if you ever buy a used Steely, lay it on the side and look at the bottom of the frame, and that's where you got to start off with a good foundation, you know.
You're thinner.
So Ando says these are factory shocks on here. I wasn't sure. Well, I never asked, but I assume they weren't. But the triple clamps are definitely
Factory front brake.
Yeah, definitely factory.
Yep, it's all factory stuff. Not factory connection, factory Honda. This is what they call, oh, by the way, Jeff Emmig's 250 SR is for sale. I talked to him yesterday. His actual factory 250 is up for sale. Might be doing a video on it. It's going to be expensive, though. That's a, real, he's asking $100,000 for it. I don't know if he'll get it, but, I mean, where else are you going to find a factory 250 Cowie? Have you ever ridden an RM 500?
Yeah.
These are, I love these things.
They're good bikes, dude.
Motors are good.
They strong engines on them.
This whole back row here, these are all big bore 500s. IT 490, the KTM 495, the YZ 490, both yellow and white, the RM 500. It's a rare bird, KDX 450, big bore two-stroke. Sweet looking. This is one of the best two-stroke motors ever made, the KX 500. Then we got some fresh CR 500s. That's a really clean one.
Very clean.
It's ready to go. Stock right down to the exhaust. We hardly ever see them come in with stock exhaust. Usually the exhaust is smashed, the frame rails are bent up. You know, it's hard to find a clean one. Here's a super clean. These are really popular. The '89, just the blood red frame. People really like these. That was the first year upside down forks. The forks weren't that good, but here's one we customized a little bit. Resto mod.
Watch, I could see you on one of them 500s, but
This
I couldn't pick it over.
this one here is like a very patriotic Captain John Greer. He restored this, and he called it the Spirit of 1776 for obvious reasons. You know, it's pretty cool. Every nook, every piece on the bike's custom. This thing's fast as hell too. It's got a Tom Morgan 516, I think it is, big bore Tom Morgan Porter. It's extremely fast. Arian Racing, Bostrom's, back to your race bike. It's got these Oleans on it. Freaking beautiful motorcycle. Still extremely fast by today's standards, even though it's 21 years old, the 954. These things are a hoot. Aluminum frame.